like primates don't do that. They don't have thousands of people under them, you know. Only
True.
bugs do that. So, of course, to keep things in control and to create that visual image, because people love symbols and shit, you're gonna build the biggest fucking thing possible, basically as a flex, because that's what most of those pyramids were. Was they were either used for like rituals, or they were used as big like burial tombs. They had no like practical like survival purpose. They were all like theoretical,
Hmm.
and you would do that as a display of power to like sanctify that you are better than the people underneath you.
I find that so interesting too. That it's like, why did I know someone wrote it down? I know someone wrote it like, hey, we're building this pyramid for X, Y, and Z reason, or like this is why it's
They
being.
did, yeah. All those pyramids there's records of all like the Egyptians. They were great at records.
Hmm.
A lot of it's lost because they did use paper and it dissolved, but they have a lot of records as to how they built them, when, why, purposes. There's a lot they don't. There's a
Yep.
lot they don't, but they have enough from like what was built to kind of piece a lot of that together. Um, the moon is
One thing,
just ridiculous, though. Your part was I don't got anything on your part. I know how the moon was formed. I got a good idea on that part, but
Well,
the moon
how?
is weird and that whole thing. How?
Yeah, how do you think the moon was formed?
It was an astronomical body that hit the Earth, and the way it hit it set off that precession that we talked about earlier.
Hmm.
And the moon is it's tidally locked, but it used to be spinning. And then what happened over time is slowly they kind of synced up into this locked form, which is where the tides actually came from, because they basically hit each other and then start spinning. In like I think opposite directions. I can't really remember.
you
But
see
that's
this, you see that copied throughout galaxies, that kind of lock, the spin and lock that
Mhm.
happens with other astronomical bodies.
Look at Pluto. It dances around its thing. Like they literally just dance around each other.
Okay,
Um,
we need to stop because the more you talk, the less I believe that aliens were involved. So I can't lose all hope right now.
Alex, I've seen blue aliens.
Hey,
Aliens are a
if
thing.
it helps you, Alex, the thing that Missy and Leo were talking about, I think maybe some of the words they used sounded like complete nonsense to me, but I completely agree with everything they said.
Oh, we'll have to
Because
talk
that
about
stuff,
this somewhere else.
that's real. Like there's a thing like that where like, um, there's a collective consciousness thing. That
Oh,
part is
yeah,
real. I
okay.
don't think it's literal. I don't think any of these civilizations were talking to each other in any practical sense whatsoever.
Oh, no, not at
But
all.
I do think there's something there's some sort of like ideas somehow transfer somehow. I do think that's a thing.
That is something weird.